Hello, beautiful beings. This is Kelly Janae, and I have a question for you. What would you do differently if you knew, without a doubt, that you were loved unconditionally? Loved unconditionally by the divine source of all of creation, by the breath that breathes you, just loved unconditionally from the inside out, no matter what, by everyone, by everything, all the time. This question was posed to me this morning during a channeling session. I channel spirit guides, soul, higher self, higher dimensions of the human experience. This morning, as I channeled my guide, she asked me this question in a journey, and I want to pose this question to you and talk a little bit about how everything we do in our life is to try to feel loved. All right, before we get started, hey everyone, if you don't know me, my name's Kelly Janae. I am an energy healer and a spiritual channel and all around somebody who cares a lot about being a good human and about taking care of mental health, emotional health, and also the planet. In channeling, what one is doing is essentially allowing in higher frequency energies and clearing out energies that don't serve us. So channeling is a form of energy healing. And as I'm doing this, my intention is to access wisdom, love, truth, higher perspectives on reality that help myself and my clients understand life and difficulty and the journey of being human from a more expanded and truthful, with a capital T, perspective. Today, as I showed up to my channeling session, I had a closed off heart and I felt a lot of pain in my heart. Generally speaking, I do tend to close off. And a big part of the work that I do with folks and what energy healing and channeling helps people with is understanding how we shut ourselves down from receiving love, energy, and life into our physical form, into our energy field. So as I'm showing up to be with these divinely connected higher beings with so much more wisdom than I in this physical form, there's so much clearing that needs to happen. Clearing of things that no longer serve me, clearing of perspectives that are low vibrational in nature and aren't really helping me, like spinning around in circles. Letting go of all of that. And in so doing, in learning to allow that energy in, we welcome so much healing into our life. So what would you do differently if you knew, without a doubt, that you were loved unconditionally? When I say loved, I mean loved with a capital L. Loved, accepted, without any conditions whatsoever. This is not exactly human love that I'm talking about, because human love, while fulfilling at times, is also very volatile, and we're just human, we're very limited people, so it's difficult to have unconditional love. It is something to strive for, it is something that people are capable of, mothers, parents, obviously. However, no matter what, every single human on planet Earth has had a moment, or at least one in their life, where we felt unloved, uncared for, unwanted, unaccepted. I'm of the opinion that this is the human condition, and this is the human experience that we came here to have. And my guides really loved using that word, you're having an experience today. So nobody is wrong for feeling unloved, feeling uncared for. We are here to have that experience so that we can learn how to fill ourselves up with love without needing it from another person. So it's actually a journey of self-love. And we learn over time that the more we love ourselves, the more love starts to come to us. And over time we realize that everyone is us, we are everyone. So when we love ourselves, naturally other people are gonna love us. We live in a hologram. So love, 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 love. We go through our lives struggling so hard, to do all the things that society wants of us, to make all the money, to be the successful person, to have the good relationship, to have the children, to whatever it is that we feel is going to make us happy in life. And often we really miss that what we're looking for is not really success or status or even sometimes just relationships. What we're looking for is that feeling of wholeness that comes from knowing that we're okay because we are loved. We are searching for meaning and purpose and we really just want to feel loved. Every single one of us needs that, wants that. And that little baby part, that little child part, and that soul part within us knows that we're lovable, but we're not getting the love that we deserve. So we develop all of these limiting beliefs around, I'm not lovable. I have to get the love. I have to get the love through doing this. It's the conditional love cycle, vicious cycle. So I was really grateful to receive this wisdom today about how we can live our lives from a more fulfilled and content and whole place by imagining that what if we were already loved? What if we were already accepted? How would that change how you act on a day-to-day basis? How would that change your decision making? I know for me, I have difficulty making decisions a lot. And how many times do we make decisions because we want somebody to like us, because we want people to accept us, because we want to make sure we're liked, because we want to avoid hating ourselves at the end of whatever process we're going through? How often is that what we're choosing by, is getting something? It takes a lot of self-awareness to tune in and really be honest with yourself about this. But I can say that everyone does it. So it's worth thinking about, wow, what if I was just already loved? Because guess what? From my guide's perspective, we are. Every single one of us has at least one guide. We have teams of spirit guides and ancestors and the divine supporting every single one of us. That's my belief, that's my experience. You may or may not have experienced that, believe that, but that is what I find to be true the more and more that I lean into healing, is that there's this unconditional, infinite source of love always available to us. It's just that humans have really lost our way. We have disconnected from this source of love, and it's always there. We just have to learn to connect to it. What's interesting is that in even connecting with my guide, I have defenses up. I'm blocked off in my heart. I'm wanting to fight against my guide because I'm scared. I'm afraid. I have trust issues. Channeling helps me and other people to look at the patterns that we have in a safe environment. When I'm going up with my guide and I'm connecting with her, I'm safe. I may not feel safe all the time, so I'm in defense a lot of the time. And I do this even just with my partner, with my friends, with my family. I've got walls up because I'm afraid they won't love me, they won't accept me, they'll reject me. So when she showed up today and was like, hey, you can be vulnerable with me, it's safe, and how about I send you love so that you know what it feels like to be loved, to be fully loved. And what I had to do to receive that was drop my defenses and become vulnerable and receptive to her love. And her love is the love of the divine being channeled. It is love itself. It's not conditional. It's not only between us. It's I'm loved and I am love. I'm a quantum entanglement field of creation. I'm energy. I'm energy. So I get to choose what my experience is, and so do you. Often it takes the experience of what it even feels like to have the possibility of being loved, to know that that's a choice that you have. And unfortunately, that's not really how family systems and societal systems are currently set up. Sad face. But guess what? When you do the healing work of working on dropping your own defenses, and well, first of all, learning what they are, how do you defend against love? How do you defend against life? What beliefs have you adopted about yourself that negate your beauty and negate your divinity? how do you show up in the world as smaller and less significant than you actually are in an attempt to avoid pain and rejection? Each of us needs to be looking at this. And if you're on the healing journey, you will. And guess what? It will hurt because you're going to be feeling the pain that you've spent your whole life avoiding. But in that process, you can learn to love yourself. You can learn to let go of all the fear, because you'll learn over time that you are divine and you are a creation of nature and you deserve to be here. You belong here. So when each of us does our healing work, we get the opportunity to live a more fulfilling and a more fulfilled life from a place of love rather than fear, which is so needed. And when we do this, it ripples, baby. It ripples. And it gets reflected back to you. Whatever you believe, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking gets reflected back to you. So radiate love. And I realize it's not that easy because we feel unsafe. So we have to overcome that feeling of unsafety. We have to put ourselves in situations where we're surrounded by positive people and get ourselves out of vicious cycles and toxic patterns of relationship. This is a big job. So I really wanted to share this with you all today. The insights from channeling and energy healing are some of the most profound spiritual tools that I have in my belt. And I look forward to sharing more of these experiences with you. I channel almost daily. I do energy healing work several times a week for myself and others. So I have plenty of really beautiful things to share with you all. And of course, if you yourself are going through it, if you're on a deep journey, if you're ready to start your spiritual healing journey or your emotional healing journey, then I really encourage you to reach out to me, because I offer energy healing, deep healing for deep people. And I have a free session link down in the description. So go ahead and click that link and sign up. It's free, and it's an opportunity to connect and learn more about yourself and learn how you can really overcome these really difficult challenges you're going through. I promise. And it's a deep journey, so you got to have deep support. All right, everybody. Well, love yourself, because you deserve to be loved, and you are loved. You just forgot. All right. Peace and love. Bye.